Morning. Heading to work again. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't think I need those. Yeah, that fucking worked. I may be developing and I don't know if it's an allergy or what, but an aversion to gluten, which I know is kind of a big thing. Been more and more often people and I don't want to self-diagnose. So one of these days I will go to the doc and I will figure it out. But that's horrible for my love of beer. And if you didn't know this about me, I really hate labels. Like, I hate labels. Like, I don't want to wear clothes with labels on them. I don't want to really be labeled anything except for the things that I choose to be labeled. Like, I don't know, my tattoos. Like, those are labels on my body that are not coming off. But I've thought about them and I've said, you know what, these are okay. So I don't like to be diagnosed with certain anything really. I will if if I have to, I will. That's not stupid. But in the same token, I don't want to also participate in a fad happening. So I'm not going to say that I have to go non-gluten or whatever, or I have a gluten allergy or whatever. I don't want to say that because I don't know. And I also don't want to say that, oh, because of this, I'm going on this diet. No, fuck that. I'm not going to say that. Have I thought about the different diet plans, lifestyles, whatever they're out there? Sure. When the big kick was the raw diet, I thought, you know what, this is good shit. And I like some of the stuff on it. The South Beach diet. Okay. I'm cool with that. I can eat that. But in the same token, it's not something that I want to subscribe to on an everyday basis, simply because of my fear of labels. I don't want to be labeled as somebody who's on a fad diet. And right now, the keto is the big thing. I haven't really done too much research into it. I know that there's some negative side effects if you don't do it right. Specifically, if you don't drink enough water on the keto diet, it can really, really, wreak havoc on your kidneys. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it slowly to figure out, is this something that a lifestyle change I want to make? Because, like, seriously, me and wheat products just do not mix very well right now, and I don't know why. It's just, that just came on suddenly. I love beer. It's just, I like the carbonation of beer, and I like the different flavors the beer comes out. Especially dark beers. I like dark beers. Those people who like IPAs and stuff like that, y'all are a different species or some shit. Because I don't fucking do that trash. And if you just drink like Miller Lite or Bud Light or whatever, you're not drinking beer. You're drinking alcoholic carbonated piss water, and that's not beer. Liking beer is not a good thing if you have an issue with wheat and wheat byproducts. Wheat and wheat byproducts. Because that's like wheat and barley and rye and shit. Those are the main ingredients in beer, if you didn't know, other than water, and sugar, and yeast, and that's it. The sugar is just for the carbonation, really. Well, additional sugar is for the carbonation. The natural sugar is in the wheat and barley and rye is what creates the alcohol with yeast. So, science. All natural science. But yeah, so that's where I'm at today. Catch you on the way home. All right, it's the ride home, and I'm glad today's over. That thing's probably you're probably gonna fall again, just to let you know. It's not hot as balls anymore. Past weeks, told you were gonna fall. Just gonna do things this way. For the past couple weeks, we've had very warm, very humid weather, and so much so that it was instant swamp ass. So it's nice to have it cool down a little bit. Nice to have it be not as humid, even though it did rain. I don't think I know that guy. Maybe I do. That might be. No, I don't think so. We'll see. Oh, but he's getting his ass run up on too. Shit, we're doing 60 into 45 and people are tailgating. That's dumb. I was talking earlier today about on the drive here about the whole keto thing. You know, I didn't really finish what I was saying there, so I'm gonna finish that now. You know, a lot of that stuff looked really, really good, tasty, and I think I'm gonna give it a try. But I don't think I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm doing keto, because I think I'm just gonna learn the basic principles behind it, and just make my own recipes and shit. Because when they're like, oh, you should try this recipe, and oh, well, I did. Well, okay, so I did make taco shells out of cheese, which were pretty good. I've seen people make breakfast burritos out of the burrito shell out of cheese. They just melted cheese in the bottom of a pan, let it all congeal, and then used it for their burrito shell. I'm struggling with the fact that there's that much fat, and I know that fat is not a bad thing, but that kind of fat is not necessarily something that I think I want to deal with on an everyday basis. Also, probably gonna implement a workout regimen. Because the one thing I know that people who do keto, they also work out. So keto is ketosis, and there's ketones in your bloodstream, but when you eat certain things and work out certain ways, I guess that you put more ketones in your bloodstream, and your body goes into what they call ketosis, which is it can be damaging if not monitored and handled appropriately. And I know it's hard on the kidneys, so you have to drink a lot of water. I'm gonna go like this for now. I might just be talking out my ass here, but that's the way I understand it for now. When I learn really what it's about and how it does things and what it is, then I'll come back and I'll correct myself if need be. Again, it's not something that I want to, here I am broadcasting it, but it's not something I really want to broadcast it. Oh, I subscribe to the keto diet. No, I don't know. But I will be working and learning about it just to see if it's something that is going to be good for me. About to be home, so yeah. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.